Title: Cinderella. Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. She resided in a humble cottage with her wicked stepmother and two stepsisters, Anastasia and Drizella. Cinderella's life was filled with endless chores, and she was often mistreated by her stepfamily. Cinderella's only solace was the small garden behind the cottage. There, she would spend her free moments tending to the vibrant flowers, singing to the birds, and dreaming of a better life. One day, an invitation to the royal ball arrived at their doorstep, and the entire household buzzed with excitement. "Girls, we must prepare for the ball. The prince is searching for a bride," announced Cinderella's stepmother. Cinderella's heart leaped with hope. She longed to attend the ball and meet the prince, but her stepmother and stepsisters were determined to keep her away from the grand event. They assigned her extra chores, knowing she'd have no time to prepare. As Cinderella toiled away, a sudden flash of light filled the room. There, before her, stood a magical figure, the fairy godmother. With a wave of her wand, she transformed Cinderella's tattered rags into a breathtaking gown, her worn-out shoes into delicate glass slippers, and a pumpkin into a splendid carriage. "Remember, my dear," said the fairy godmother, "you must return by midnight, for that's when the magic shall wane." Cinderella couldn't believe her eyes as she stepped into the dazzling carriage and made her way to the royal ball. When she arrived, everyone was captivated by her beauty and grace, including the prince. They danced the night away, and Cinderella felt like the happiest person in the world. However, as the clock struck midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy godmother's warning. She hurriedly left the ball, leaving behind one of her glass slippers. The prince was left bewildered, determined to find the enchanting girl who had captured his heart. Back home, Cinderella's splendid attire transformed back into rags, and her carriage became a pumpkin once more. But she clung to the memory of the magical night and hoped that one day, she would see the prince again. The next day, news spread throughout the kingdom that the prince was searching for the owner of the glass slipper. It would only fit the foot of the one he had danced with. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters tried desperately to squeeze their feet into the delicate shoe, but it was hopeless. Finally, it was Cinderella's turn. The slipper fit perfectly, and her identity was revealed. The prince, overjoyed to have found his true love, asked for her hand in marriage, and Cinderella accepted without hesitation. The wicked stepmother and stepsisters were left in shock as Cinderella was whisked away to the palace. She forgave them for their past cruelty and even invited them to live with her in the palace. It was a lesson in kindness, forgiveness, and the power of dreams coming true. And so, Cinderella and the prince lived happily ever after, proving that no matter the circumstances, goodness and a kind heart would always lead to a fairy tale ending.